could be operating between governments and the private sector as soon as next year. The aim is to reduce the need for us all to share vast amounts of personal data with multiple organisations.
We've all seen what happens when companies that hold our personal information get hacked, and it's not just customers who worry.
Small businesses have a high concern about cyber risks. They don't want to hold more personal information than they need to.
Some organisations are doing away with this method and going digital. 10.5 million Australians are using MyGov ID for some government services, and there are private systems too, like Connect ID, but they don't work together. Now the government is consulting with business to bring digital IDs into the mainstream.
Making it easier, essentially, to live your life online, but with the minimum amount of sharing of documents.
Right now, you could be handing over lots of personal data anytime you say, sign up to a new phone plan, apply for a rental property or a new home loan. Things like your passport, driver's licence, Medicare details, your birth certificate, all then stored by multiple companies. If you choose to use a digital ID, though, that information will be verified once, but not stored. And it's all you'll need to prove who you are.
You don't need to have my passport be sent to a rental estate agency, or you don't need to have my full driving licence sent. You just need to know that I am Andrew and I'm over 18, for example.
It's also not a revival of the controversial Australia Card proposal from the 1980s. Is this like that?
No, it's absolutely not like that. So it's not a new number or a new card or anything like that.
Still, some people will be wary, so the system won't be mandatory. But that brings other concerns.
I'm genuinely worried that the Australian population, from an ageing population perspective, is going to be left behind.
There are 2 more weeks of consultation. The government hopes to have legislation before Parliament by the end of the year.
Today, that is much more easily protected, so you can deal with a lot of the privacy and surveillance issues that worry people. But it's a natural evolution of the way that we're going to use technology in any event to transact daily life. And this COVID crisis gives an additional reason for doing that. Because, look, I could be wrong about this, but when I look at, for example, how you restart some businesses, how you restart international travel, I think people's disease status, for example, have they been tested? What is the result of that test? Have they had the disease? Do they have the disease? I think unless you're able to record some of this data in a way that people can use, it's going to be difficult to go back to anything like a near normal in things like transport. So if you're going to start international travel again, how do you do that unless people can be easily tested and have some record of that test?
What does that mean?
The Matrix cannot tell you who you are.
But an oracle can.
This is Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to you, Akim, pushing this word with true sincerity, with charity, presenting your bodies as a living sacrifice. We are ready to live. Salute you. All right. And I just want to put out a disclaimer. Fair use. I'm using this footage under the Fair Use Act. I'm not in any way profiting from this footage. I'm using it for educational purposes. All right. So, yeah, and I want to call this lesson, The Matrix Cannot Tell You Who You Are. All right. The Matrix cannot tell you who you are. Okay. Only Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai knows truly who you are. All right. He knows the very name of the spirit that inhabits your body before your flesh was even formed in the womb. But you have Esau Edom, creating what is called a digital ID. All right. Okay, a digital identification which basically he wants to be as God, as the scripture says. You know, as it says in the book of Job, I will be like the Most High. All right, or I believe that's Isaiah the 14th chapter. All right, so he's playing God. All right, so with this digital ID, excuse me, which will ultimately end in the CHIP, all right, what we call the CHIP, which is the mark of the beast. Okay, he wants you to come to him for an identity. All right, like he has the power to tell you who you are. Okay, and in truth, only Yahweh Shem Shai can do that. All right, and it's coming to a point where the whole world is going to have to make a choice, man. All right, yeah, this MOTB is going to try. It's going to try everybody. All right, that's why it's called the hour of temptation. All right, because if you don't have this, you're going to be shut out of society, so to speak. All right, so he wants you to appear on his grid. All right, with that MOTB, and those that don't appear on his grid, to him you don't exist. Okay, well, the truth of the matter is, it kind of works the same way with Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, because as Esau Edom is going to be marking people with his mark, Yahweh Shem Shai, let me get it. This is Ezekiel 9:4. And Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Okay, and this mark is the Hebrew word tawah, which means exempt from judgment. All right, so those that are found with this mark are going to be pardoned, okay, from the judgment of Yahweh Shem Shai that's going to be brought upon the whole world. All right. But those that are marked by the beast, they're going to be guilty. All right, and I'm talking about the Israelites. This is not even, I'm not even considering the heathen. Okay, they're already screwed, especially Esau Edom. But there's going to be a ultimatum. See, Yahweh Shem Shai is giving us an ultimatum, but so is Esau Edom. Esau Edom, he's like, who's coming with me, pretty much, man? Who's with me? Who's on my side? All right. And Esau Edom is telling you that if you don't receive his mark, if you don't receive his MOTB, all right, then you don't exist. You're gonna be shut out of society. All right. But for the men of the Lord, for the elect, and the rest of the 1/3, we're hoping to be to appear on Yahweh Shem Shai's grid, not Esau Edom's. Okay. All right. And that's going to come with us being shut out of this particular system. All right. But we know that Yahweh Shem Shai has another system. He has the ultimate system. All right. And he's going to make sure that we're, taken care of. All right. But this devil, he wants power over the spirit, man. Matter of fact, let me grab a particular scripture. All right. All right. He wants power over the spirit itself, the soul, the spirit itself. All right. This is Sirach 8 and 8. There is no man that hath power over the spirit to retain the spirit, right? So there's no man that can retain the spirit. When the Lord calls your spirit and it's time for you to die and it's time for you to go, for you to leave this vessel, all right, there's nothing you could do. All right. You can't upload it to a floppy disk, man. You can't hide it into a computer. All right. There's nothing you could do. Neither hath he power in the day of death, and there is no discharge in that war. Neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it. All right. So, with his system, which is wickedness, he's trying to find a way to hide from his judgment. Okay, Esau, Edom. All right. He's trying to be able to store your consciousness and your essence and your spirit into a computer. He's not going to be able to do any of that. All right. And he can't even see the system that he's creating cannot define who and what you are. All right. Only Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai can do that. That's why, hold on, let me get this particular scripture. All right. All right. This is Romans 12 and 9. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh, which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? See, Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai is the Father of spirits, man. And when he calls your spirit, there's nothing any man on earth born of a woman can do. All right? There's nothing no man can do. All right? And like I said, I played the clip from The Matrix, man. Neo, he was in the car driving. He pointed at a restaurant. He said, hey, I used to eat there. They had some really good noodles. He said, none of those things ever really happened. What does that mean? And basically, Trinity told him, he said, that simply means that the Matrix cannot tell you who you are. All right, this system cannot tell you who you are. The identity that we have here in this place, Joe Smith, Edward Norton, Bobby Boucher, whatever the fuck, hey, that's not who you really are, man. See, Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai knows the spirit that is in you, man. In fact, let me get another scripture. This is Acts 15 and 18. Known unto Yahweh are all his works from the beginning of the world. All right. All his works are known, man. All right. And even us, matter of fact, let me, because I read it earlier, before I knew thee, before you were born, I knew thee, as it says in the book of Jeremiah. All right. Okay. So known to Yahweh Bashimi Al-Shai are all his works, man. All right. This is 1 Corinthians 13 and 12. For now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know even as also I am known. All right. Okay. So Yahweh Bashimi Al-Shai knows who we are. And we wake up in those new bodies, we're going to know too. We're going to know our new name. We're going to know our name from the time of our creation, man. All right. Okay. Especially, the prophets, those that in, and all those that are, that are going to be, delivered, transformed, translated, basically, all right, into new bodies, all right? So this is something Esau wants to do. This is part of how Esau is trying to play the Most High, so to speak, all right? This is Colossians 3 and 3. All right. For ye are dead, and your life is hid in Hamashiach. Slaki. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Hamashiach in Yahweh. Right. So, hey, they have a saying in the world. They say, "What's in your wallet?" Or they'll say like, "I have my whole life. My whole life was in my wallet." Right. You know, your school records, your financial statements, medical history, all that shit, right? They say that, your life is in your wallet. And now Esau Edom is saying that this MOTB, your life is going to be in that. All right. Well, the scripture says your life is hid with Hamashiach in Yahweh. All right. So our life is not in our wallet. Our life is not going to be in a C-hip, nor our true identity. All right. When Hamashiach, who is our life, shall appear, right? Yahweh Shai, he's coming to see Esau Edom. He's not been given the gift of life. He was given a sword and deception. That's all he was been given. Okay, who you are and who you supposedly are, the people in your so-called family, the people who think they know you, all right, in this world, right? They have no idea, and they weren't given that because Esau Edom wasn't given life. That's why the scripture says, that's why Yahweh Shai said, the thief cometh not but to steal, kill, and to destroy. I come that they may have life and they may have it more abundantly. All right. So our life is hid with Yahweh Shai Hamashiach in Yahweh. Right. Let me read that again. When Hamashiach, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. All right. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. All right. So yeah, our life is hid with Yahweh. All right. It's not in a wallet. It's not in Esau's computer, man. All those things are going to be destroyed. All right. All right. Right. This is Psalms 139 and 11. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me. Yea, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee, for thou hast possessed my reins. Thou hast covered me in my mother's womb. So, yeah, before we were even born, he knew who we were. All right. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. All right. So yeah, we are the workmanship. We are the workmanship of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Only the Creator can name the creation. Only the Creator can truly identify us being that creation, right? My substance was not hid from thee when I was made in secret and curiously wrought in the lowest part of the earth. Thine eyes did see my substance, yet being unperfect, and in thy book all my members were written. So look, man, we're written in the book, Lord willing, we're written in the book of life. But that's just, that's showing you that Esau Edom, he's trying to create his own book. And he's basically saying that if you're not found in my book, you don't exist. Okay? If you don't appear on my radar or on my grid, then you're not a person. You just don't exist. All right? And I'm going to do you even further by putting you in the ground, is what he's saying. But Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, he's about to open the books on who and what everybody is, man. And that's what's going to stand, okay? Which in continuous were fashioned when as yet there was none of them. All right? So yeah. And that was from the foundation of the earth, man. Matter of fact, this is Ephesians 1 and 4. according as he have chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahushua HaMashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will, to the praise of the glory of his grace, wherein he hath made us accepted in the beloved, right? From the foundation of the world, man. Because the elect, they were they were created before the world, man. We had a name before the world was even made, before there was a womb to even be born in. All right. This is Luke and this Luke 1:70, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. All right. So yeah, man. Only the Creator can define who and what we are, and that was done before the foundation of the world, man. All right. Matter of fact, let me grab this one. This is Wisdom of Solomon 7:1. I myself also am a mortal man, like unto all, and the offspring of him that was first made of the earth. And in my mother's womb was fashioned to be flesh in the time of 10 months, being compacted in blood of the seed of man and of the pleasure that came with sleep. And when I was born, I drew in the common air and fell upon the earth, which is of like nature, right? Because pretty much the same elements we're made of is the same elements that the earth is made of, right? And the first voice which I uttered was crying, as all others do. I was nursed in swaddling clothes, and that with cares, for there is no king that had any other beginning of birth, which also cuts the virgin birth, all right? Showing you that Yahushua had a physical, earthly father. He was sired by an actual man. For all men have one interest into life, and the light going out. All right, so that's it, And Esau, Edom, with your technology, you're not going to be able to replicate that, duplicate that, nor change it. All right. Okay. All right. This is Psalms 147:1. Praise ye Yahweh, for it is good to sing praises unto our power, for it is pleasant, and praise is comely. Yahweh doth build up Jerusalem, he gathereth together the outcasts of Israel. He healeth the broken in heart and bindeth up their wounds, right? And, he's gathering us also, into who we are, into who he is, right? Because, we were labeled all these other labels, man. Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, etc., right? But really, we're Benjamin, we're Reuben, we're Gad, with Asher, with Naphtali, with Judah, with Levi, so on and so forth. That's who we really are, all right? He telleth the number of the stars, he calleth them all by their names, okay? So, yeah, and in the nation of Israel, we're also likened unto stars, all right? So he's the only one that can truly call us by our name, all right? All right. He's the only one who can call us by our name. All right. This is Isaiah 65:15. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen, for Yahweh power shall slay thee and call his servants by another name. All right. So yeah, so yeah, man. Only Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to be able to identify our spirits, man, who we really are, man. Not Esau, Edom, not his grid, not his system that he's created, man. All right, all that's going to be destroyed with him, right, with his kingdom, So the Matrix, like the clip that I played, from the movie The Matrix, man. The Matrix cannot tell you who you are. All right. But yeah, it's a little lesson I wanted to do. Hope it was edifying, and shalom.